The Sticky Notes app is available for Android, Kindle Fire, and iOS devices like the iPad. Here I'm showing the level 1 game, 2-player version, the level 2 game, single-player version, and the level 3 game, 2-player version. Each level is focusing on a different aspect of learning to read music. So in level 1, it's mapping the note name to the keys on the piano. In level 2, it's mapping notes on the staff to note letter names. And in level 3, it's mapping keys on the keyboard to notes on the staff. One of the new features in version 6.0 is the ability to change the speed that those characters will fall down. So if this is coming a little too fast, just make it slower. Or if it's too slow, you can increase it to make them fall down faster. And there are settings here, so you can choose if you want to do all the keys or just C, D, E, F, G, A, B groups, and then naturals, sharps, flats, or all natural, sharps, and flats. You can also choose to use a custom color scheme. And here are some preset options, so chromatic, and then down at the bottom, some of these are designed to work better for certain types of color blindness as well. So you could experiment, pick one of those. And then if you're using a custom color scheme, the hats for the players are going to be in those colors, as well as the notes when you pick them. For level 2, the goal is to pick the correct character to match the note that's shown here. And since this is a phone, I'll pull it up so it's a little easier to see. This also has customizable settings. You can pick treble or bass clef. And then some of the presets, you can also pick one off here if you want to add or subtract some notes to work with. The notes start moving and you want to get the correct note before this note reaches the clef mark. If you get it wrong, it bounces back, but if you get it right, it shows you the letter. If this is moving too fast, you can simply slide the speed control. And if you don't like having the notes move here in this version of level 2 and you want to just have stationary notes, all you need to do is go back to the main menu, pick the 2-player level 2. You don't actually need 2 people to play this, and these notes don't move. So there's no time pressure there. For level 3 single player version, you're trying to move this guy into the correct note, and there is a timer. So you have to do it before that timer runs down. Just like in level 2, if you don't want to have that timer, then instead of playing the single player game, head to the 2-player game. And instead of a timer for each note, it's just an overall timer. The game ends when that timer counts down. Just like in level 2, if these notes are moving too fast or too slow, you can simply adjust that to get anywhere from all whole notes to a mixture of notes up to 16th notes at the fastest. In level 3, you have the option to change which notes you're going to be playing with by selecting them from here. You can also choose treble or bass clef, and if you want to use sharps or flats for a specific key signature. And then the notes will be updated, showing you which ones you're actually going to be playing with here. And then the goal is to move these characters up into the correct note here. So if I have a C, I'm looking for that C here because this is middle C marked on the screen. So I can use these on-screen arrows to try to get them there. The other thing that you can do is if you have a game controller, you can use the joystick to move your characters around. Or for certain devices, you can hook up a wireless keyboard and use arrow keys or WASD for that left player if you're in the 2-player version to also move those characters.